Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. I get this question all the time. How do you squeeze in your workout when your life is so crazy busy? Let me tell you, it hasn't always been easy, but in this episode, I'm going to share with you 3 simple life hacks that you can use to reach your fitness goals. Stay tuned. Hey there, my friend. Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, the power of possibility, passion, and purpose. And thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much. You absolutely rock. I always appreciate you tuning in. And if you're able to share these episodes with people, hey, that's why I do this. I just love sharing things that I've experienced or sharing tips and strategies or even inspirational stories with interviews. And man, I've been doing this for, as of this recording, 13 years. It's been really incredible. So 3 simple life hacks to reach your fitness goals. And these are crazy simple. And what I find sometimes is what's simple to do is also simple not to do. And, I think it was Jerry Rice. I can't remember the exact quote, but he was saying, when you do something that others aren't willing to do, you can have what other people won't achieve or won't have. So you've got to step up and do things for yourself and just draw that line in the sand and say, you know what, I'm going for it no matter what. That can apply to a lot of things in life, right? And when it came to reaching the fitness goal, that one that I really wanted, I didn't even know if it was achievable at the time, but it really took a lot longer than I thought it would. But then when I stepped back, I'm like, you know what? I was way off course for many years, and to get back on track and was actually a pretty short amount of time. But in my mind, I think most of us, we want that instant gratification where I want it now, I want it as soon as possible sort of society. And I guess that was happening to me. But still, when you're committing to reaching your goal, does it really matter how long it takes? Just as long as you're committed and you're taking action. And after years of staying the course and being committed, I've got a pretty good routine going, a pretty great routine, I would say. And so it almost seems second nature now, things that have become habit. So some of these things can just take a little bit of time to really get into a system and get into a groove. But these 3 things I'm going to share with you are pretty simple. I just remember the day when I realized I needed to just have the mindset that this would be my lifelong habit. I'd gotten some results, and then I decided to kind of back off a little bit. And then I noticed my results were going backwards, and I was going back to where I once was, and I didn't want to be there anymore. And so I'm like, man, this is good. This has got to be a lifetime thing. If I want to have those things that I desire, I need to figure out what's my system, what's the thing that I'm going to do. And that way, it actually took the pressure off. Just because simply things became regular. They became my regular normal. And so I decided to commit to a daily routine and commit to my health, even when life got crazy busy. And you've lived your whole life, and you can probably remember those different times in your life where things were just overwhelmingly crazy busy. Maybe they've always been that way. Maybe that's always been your normal. And I've certainly had my share of it. And life is always filling us with stressful times and obstacles. And even when we're wanting to go towards a goal, life seems to step up and put extra things in our way to see how serious we are. It tests us, right? But what I strive for is just to keep things as simple as possible that will allow me to make things as consistent as possible. For me, I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys out there, you go to a gym or you like to get out there running or swimming or biking, things like that. Way cool. Yeah, for me, I got into the Beachbody workouts, and currently it's Beachbody On Demand where I stream them. Wasn't always the case. It started with VHS tapes and DVDs. But what that did for me is it took the guesswork out of overthinking and procrastinating my workouts at the gym. And that's what was happening. I was putting in time at the gym. It was taking a lot extra time, and I wasn't getting the results. And then I let myself go for a long, long time, got way out of shape, and knew that now it's going to take even longer if I'm going to just guess my way around it. So this really helped me because I could get an amazing workout in without all the extra travel and getting ready and driving and getting in and out and waiting for equipment and things like that. I could just get it done and probably have it done before I could even get to the gym and back and squeeze in a partial workout. So and you're following a plan. So that's just been my thing of what I use. I know getting started and creating a habit, that's the hardest part of all. So I wanted to share with you a few hacks that may be game changers to you. And maybe you already do some of these. You listen to them and you're like, okay, that's validating. I do those. But if you can't, a lot of times people talk about motivation. They need to get motivated. But you know what? Motivation isn't always going to be there. And if you can't be motivated, at least be consistent and show up no matter what. That's going to pay off for you in the future. So here's life hack number 1. Wake up 40 minutes earlier. For a while there, I was waking up 60 minutes earlier. I know. All of you freaked out there. Oh, man, gosh, I don't get sleep. I don't get sleep the way it is. I need my sleep. Yes, sleep is super important, especially for your results. But getting your workout done right away in the morning, especially if you have that crazy busy schedule that you're listening to and you're saying, yes, I have that, this is typically the only way it's going to get done. Because if you try to squeeze it in some other time during the day, unless you're very diligent and structured with your schedule, life's going to take over and push it to the back burner, and then you're going to be putting it off and missing workouts, etc. So if you must get the extra sleep, go to bed 40 minutes earlier. Your body's going to adjust to a new morning time. I was not a morning person either. I heard you say that already. I heard you say I'm not a morning person. I wasn't either. But your body will adjust, and you'll probably notice after you get a workout done that you're going to have more energy during the day, and those midday crashes that you typically have probably will become less and less. So there's life hack number 1, wake up 40 minutes earlier. Life hack number 2 is to cut out the TV, the Netflix, the Hulu show. Well, it's just one of them. You don't have to cut them all out. Okay, I know you're freaking out thinking that you got to cancel it. No, just cut out one show. That'll give you time to get to bed earlier. Or if you cut it out, perhaps it's the mindset thing that you could benefit from. Instead of that show on TV, you listen to a podcast or an audiobook that's going to uplift you and inspire you and give you new perspectives to push yourself and reach new goals. There's several ones I've gotten into. Tony Horton's The Big Picture is awesome. Chalene Johnson has one called Push. Shaun T has one called T is for Transformation. And there's a brand new one by Ilana Molstein. It's called You Can Drop It. How I Dropped 100 Pounds Enjoying Carbs, Cocktails, and Chocolate. Oh my gosh, what a great start. And you can too. Those are great options. I'll pop links in the show notes to those so you can check them out. But to do that, so that's what you're gonna do. You just cut out a show, and that's what I did. That's how I got to bed earlier. I just cut out the TV, and so that's what I did. Didn't cut out the TV all the time. Just what I was doing before bed so I could get to bed earlier. Life hack number 3: plan your day with intention. When you create a plan the night before, you're setting the intentions for your day ahead, and it also helps take that to-do list that's probably keeping you awake at night. It takes it out of your head, puts it on paper, and you can sleep more soundly. So when you have a schedule, you make the most of your time. Otherwise, the day controls you and things kind of fly by and in the crazy busyness of it all, and you don't get to put yourself first and work on the goals that are your priorities in life. It's just, oh my gosh, that day just flew by. But setting things up with a schedule and sticking to it as best as you can. Of course, things aren't going to always go as planned, but when you take control of your schedule right away, out of the gate, right away in the morning, that is so empowering. So it's keeping it simple. If you want to get healthier and fitter, then you got to make it a priority and make time for it in your day. And like Nike says, just do it. And creating a habit It can be challenging at first. I get it. There's probably things in your life that you're like, I just need a different habit, and getting into that routine is challenging because we want to slip back into the old comfortable patterns and keep it. If we aren't changing things will be okay. But you know what? Time's going on and life is constantly changing. So we got to go with that flow. We got to be vigilant on it. So just keep in mind to keep moving forward with consistency, and you will get there. What takes effort in the beginning soon becomes effortless. And so I hope this helped you. I'd love to hear what your daily routine is. And, if you want to join for the health and fitness stuff, I just opened my virtual gym community. We're accepting newbies. If you're ready to join us, just email me at perrytinsley@gmail.com. Be glad to get you the info on that. I've got the link in the show notes there, and probably in the bottom of this video where I'm going to edit soon. If you're listening to the audio, just know it's in the show notes. And if you want some more simple hacks, simple life hacks that you can do to make things even happier, grab my free Success Habits Master List. It's packed with routines, rituals, tips, and strategies to move you from that chaotic feeling overwhelmed and crazy wild life to feeling grateful, healthy, happy, focused, and fulfilled. Absolutely free. You can download it at morningsuccesshabits.com. You are welcome, my friend. That's all I have for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you. And please share, subscribe, and if you can get over to your podcast app and leave an honest rating and review, the universe is going to send you positive energy. I'm confident about that. You absolutely rock, my friend. And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.